Indigenous Peoples Day is important to recognize that Indigenous people are in this territory.
It reminds me of home and family and everything that comes with it. Traditions, the culture.
There are so many different cultures throughout Canada. Recognizing that, each one has kind of faced different challenges and opportunities.
Also to reflect on our culture, history, and worldviews.
Right away I think about both my grandmothers are native speakers.
To reflect on the accomplishments and the contributions of First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people in this country.
Because it's a point of reflection of how far we have come whilst maintaining the energy that we are going to be progressive moving forward in terms of amplifying Indigenous voices and celebrating our community.
Recognize that Indigenous people are here in Canada. Indigenous people are part of Canada. We have rights and title to all the territories in Canada, and we need a share in prosperity.
Having that day and everything, and especially month and everything else that follows with afterwards to the youth and the next generation means so much to me.
Connecting as a community and just being a group and just, kind of feel like a family, I guess, for when it comes to, just a day.
As an Indigenous person on Indigenous Peoples Day, I like to spend time with my family and my community.
I was very privileged to get to experience all the culture and tradition that I grew up with my family and what they were able to show me and teach me, and especially the language.
I usually set aside time to go to an Indigenous event. For many of us that maybe did not grow up in an Indigenous community, for example, it gives us an opportunity to learn about the history, the culture, and about ceremony. I can pass that on to my children as well for the future generation.
Obviously, acknowledging my ancestors and their parents and what they went through, their resilience. So yeah, that's why it's so important to me.
I like to think about all of the small business owners that NACCA supports. They're bringing wealth to themselves, their families, and their communities. And that's what I'll be thinking about on the 21st.
So I think about the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people, and learning that, not just from my First Nations perspective, it's also important to understand the perspective of Inuit people and Métis people. And I've had a great opportunity to learn a lot about that at NACCA.
Prosperity, and this day allows us to recognize and affirm Indigenous people in Canada.